Hello and welcome back to another episode of PokeArchives. In this episode we're focusing on Charmeleon, the evolution of Charmander. First an apology, and this episode is very short, it's just there aren't really any competitive battling techniques, as you'll find out later on in the episode for Charmeleon, so I didn't really have much to work off of. So it's a bit of a short episode this time, I'm sorry for that. Right, let's get this started. Charmeleon is number 5 in the National and Kanto Pokedexes and number 235 in the Johto Pokedex. It is a flame Pokemon and is simply a fire type. Like Charmander, its abilities are Blaze and Solar Power, which is its hidden ability. Blaze increases Charmeleon's fire power by 1.5 times when its health drops below a third of the total. Solar Power, on the other hand, doubles Charmeleon's special attack in sunlight. This Pokemon cannot be found anywhere in any of the games and can only be obtained by evolving a Charmander at level 16. If we take a look at Charmeleon's base stats, we can see it has 58 in health points, attack 64, defense 58, special attack 80, special defense 65, speed 80. This gives it a total of 405, which it shares with such Pokemon as Bayleaf, Combusken, Prinplup, Grovyle, etc. A lot of the first evolution of starter Pokemon. Looking at its EV yield, defeating a Charmeleon will yield 1 special attack EV and 1 speed EV. Breeding wise, it is part of the monster and dragon egg groups and takes a minimum of 5,355 steps to hatch an egg, which will hatch into a Charmander. Being a fire type, it is weak to ground, rock and water types, and is resistant to bug, steel, fire, grass and ice types. Its learn set from Generation 5 includes moves such as Fire Fang, Flame Burst and Flamethrower making use of its high special attack base stat. You can now see the full list of TMs and HMs that Charmeleon can learn in Generation 5, with stuff like Dragon Claw, Toxic, Flamethrower, Echoed Voice, Shadow Claw, and then Rock Smash, Cut and Strength. And now you can see the moves that Charmeleon can learn through breeding, including a lot of dragon type moves, Focus Punch, Metal Claw, which it used to be able to learn by leveling up in Generation 3, and also Belly Drum and Ancient Power. And you can now see some of the moves that Charmeleon can learn through tutoring, including Fire Punch, Heat Wave, Iron Tail, Sleep Talk and Thunder Punch, much like Charmander's. If we move just quickly to look at competitive battling for Charmeleon, it's in the not fully evolved tier for competitive battling, so it's not, the Little Cup, and it's not the fully evolved, overused, underused, etc. And there's no real strategies that are here for it. Obviously you could use the same strategies that are there for Charmander. We have Dragon Dance and all the dragon moves and such like that. Obviously if you want to hear about that, you can head back to my previous video on Charmander and find out more about that there. But for now I really don't have much to talk about here, just because there are no laid out strategies, and I am not a competitive battler, so me making it one myself would not go down well. All that's left for me to say in this episode, apart from the trivia section, is that Charmeleon evolves to a Charizard at level 36, which is the same as Wartortle to Blastoise, but still 4 levels higher than Ivysaur to Venusaur. Charmeleon, along with Charizard, its next evolution, share the same species name as Flareon, Moltres and Infinite. They are all known as flame Pokemon, so interesting there. And Charmeleon is one of 2 members of the Generation 1 starter Pokemon evolution families that haven't appeared in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the only other Pokemon being Wartortle. And that ends this episode. Again, I'm sorry for the shortness of this episode, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Obviously we've got Charizard next to come. As usual, don't forget to like, comment and leave some feedback in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, just so you don't miss any of these cool videos. I'll see you next time guys, bye.